Somebody asked me, since living in America, what are some things that I would describe very specific to Americans? And I said, how much time you got? Because every year that I've lived here, it's like my list has gotten longer. Here are some things that I think are very, very specific to America or Americans. As a person who grew up in Uganda most of my life and later moved to the US. Because I grew up in my own culture, there are just certain things that generally I never knew about until I moved to America. Number one, code switching. I feel like code switching is very, very unique to Americans. In Uganda, nobody has code switching behaviors. It is cool, and to be honest, a lot of these things I've adapted myself the longer I've lived here. I caught myself the other day saying, "Hi, how are you doing? Oh my gosh, I missed you." You know, that voice, there's that very distinct American voice that Americans use that is not their regular voice. That voice is very specific to Americans. That coffee shop voice, "I'll be your server tonight," that is very unique to Americans. Nobody else does that. At least where I'm from. I'm only comparing these things between my Ugandan self culture and being in America. So anything outside of that, I don't know. It's just those two places where I've lived. So number two, small talk. This is something I was not used to. Honestly, don't enjoy. On top of being an introvert, meaning I don't want to have this conversation in the first place, small talk just makes everything more difficult. Because why are you asking me about the weather? We're experiencing the same weather. I can see that the weather is good today. Let's get past that. Get to business. And I'm also the kind of person who's like, if you want something or if you want to know something or you want to talk, get straight to business. I think it's just the Ugandan in me that never left. That's just how it is. You realize Ugandans have kind of somewhat of a small talk, but it's only in greetings because we want to be extra polite. We'll say, "Hi, hello, how are you? How's your grandma? How's the chickens? How's the pig? You owe me money, give me money immediately." Like we don't try to jump corners to get to give me money. Americans, they will do so much small talk, they will forget that they came to tell you to give them money. Three, this is something that I actually like, but I had to get used to, the politeness. Americans are extra polite. Especially, it could be because I'm in the South, but Americans are extra polite. Americans are open for you, so you can get in and wait for you, that little jog to get to someone who's waiting for you at the door. Gotta say, that one is awkward. Smile at you when you cross paths at the park. Ugandans are not gonna smile at you. That's weird. Why are you smiling at me? That's not to say that Ugandans are not polite. Say that they're not kind. They are kind. However, they're not gonna randomly smile at you. Into number four, Americans are very individualistic people. Although they are very polite people, building friendships with Americans is actually difficult. It took me so long to get even 2-3 friends in America. That's Ugandans. They're not holding the door for you or tipping their hat at you at the street. However, building friendships in Uganda, having friends is so easy. If you don't have a friend and you live in Uganda, something is wrong with you. Now, the depth of the friendship, that's something that you have to put time in, just like anywhere else. Ugandans were very communal. We know our neighbors, we know the kids down the street, we know where everybody works, we're in the same environment and we embrace that, while Americans don't really engage. Like, they live in the same place for 10 years and they don't know their neighbors. Like, that is very normal in America, while in Uganda it's not. Don't know what number I'm on by this time, but this one is very known. Guns. I don't think people grasp how weird, how disorienting it is to move from a place where even the traffic officers don't own guns to a place where the person walking down the street has something. You know, it is so, I never get used to it. To this day, even after living here for more than 5 years, I've never gotten used to the fact that guns are allowed. You pass on the street, especially on the highways, you see huge billboards saying this is your sign to get a little pew pew. And I'm like, what? It's not my sign, but what? This is so weird. An ad in an email. I was like, now I am not your targeted market, and I will never be your targeted market. Crazy. There's also a lot more good stuff, but I need to go to dinner. So, guys, do you actually like my shirt? I like my outfit. Let's talk about things that are specific to Americans. Wearing beige. I think I've been influenced because tell me why I'm in beige, looking so luxurious. This shirt I have to return because it's smaller than I like it. While I still have it, I said, why not just film in it and see how it fits? But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Anyway, guys, gotta go. Thank you for listening. Bye.